Hi! So, is the world round or flat? Or both? Is it a globe? Is it concave? What are the other ones? Are we being lied to by the government? Now, these are some questions that some people ask on the internet, in comment sections and videos and so on. Now, for me, I think this is very fascinating. And what is fascinating is not the shape of the world, because the shape of the earth is pretty clear, it's pretty undeniable. So I don't think that's pretty interesting to discuss. What I think is interesting to discuss is, why do people say that it is not a globe, despite all the evidence? So that's way more interesting to me. So that's why what I am trying to do in this series. Now, the previous video about what mistakes you made, that was more about the rhetoric of a person that had a video up, and really there wasn't much rhetoric in it, so I couldn't do much with that video alone. But with the comments I have received prior and after making that video, there's some conclusions to be made about that person that made a video, but I think it's too early for me to do them. So I don't have an education in psychology. I took like 2 weeks of psychology in college. College. Högskola. And that gave me some insight, but really not enough to call myself any kind of expert about that. So I will need to do a lot of more research to make any more conclusions. What I can do is gather data, and so I plan to set up some criterias and some categories that I think might be plausible, and then try to categorize people into them, and then maybe I should investigate further if I made the right category or not. So there's a bunch of stuff that I can do on my spare time, but I have a job and a company that I'm running, and a hobby, making jewelry. So it's really just for funsies, because I'm so fascinated about these people, and it's really only about psychology, and that's a fascinating subject. So yeah, that's why I'm making these videos, because I think it's so fascinating to see what people do and what people say and stuff like that. So yeah, and if you think the world is any other shape than round, yeah, even a flat disc is round, but so people keep saying round when they mean a globe. So if you think it's any other shape than a globe and would like me to look at you, I guess, or any of your videos, like, you can comment down below, like link the best evidence that you have for your standpoint, or just write your best argument. Please, only one argument per comment, because please, it's hard for me to take in more than one argument at a time, because I like to think I like to think thoroughly about things. I don't like when you get a bunch of stuff that you have to decide on at the same time, because that's not how my brain works. Then I say, okay, stop it. I will address the first thing you said, and then that will take some time and we will probably never get to the other stuff. So that, just so you know, so you don't get upset when I ignore you if you write an essay because I don't have that kind of time, unfortunately. So yeah, that's all. Take care. Bye.